When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome everyone to Michie Stadium, home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Black Knights will put total leather to crank us up. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Notre Dame Fighting Irish offense heads onto the field for the first possession of this game. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams start pressing, sometimes it just gets away, sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, Dave?
But either way, last time affects this time because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Irish send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. So the Army Black Knights offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And this might be a real challenge for this quarterback because that corner, David, can take away an entire half of the field.
Yeah, and that's the bright part of this defense. Like you know out wide exactly what you're getting week in and week out, and it is top flight. Like one of the best in the country at your spot. So interested to see how this passing attack works while avoiding that guy, because I'm not going after him, Palmer.
Well, I don't think this quarterback has seen a secondary built like this. He definitely hasn't seen a corner with this guy's ability. And so if he is going to try him, he better have really good timing. He better be very accurate. He better not be late throwing out-breaking routes because this dude will pick him off and take it to the house.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Coleman. He lobs one high down the left side. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's the handoff. Pass the stakes and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that. Michie Stadium alive. A wall of cadets trying to urge on their fellow soldiers on third down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the offense has a long field in front of them as the ball is marked down at the 10.
That's a great job downing the football, setting your defense up, great field position. A lot of times you let that thing bounce one too many times and it climbs in the end zone, but that was a good job of making sure you downed it and set your D up.
Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 60. The Black Knights can really attack on this second and short. He'll keep it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Makes the grab. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grab behind the line. It's Reed. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him. Let him break tackles, let him make plays, easy decision.
And the Black Knights come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Toss sweep right. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. And here comes the punt team. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit around for the offense. Hand off from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. Second and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Dropping back, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Williams. Defense uses a sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
And a good solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bob. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands. It's Bob. There he goes! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg on the scoreboard down 7-0. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Black Knights will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Here come the Irish, back on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Finds his man. It's Williams. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. Up half of it, it'll be 2nd and 5. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want to be great in these areas, and now you're starting to see it, starting to pile up some conference wins. Now, Jesse, getting to the middle of the season, and you got to continue to evolve, right, and be ready for some of these rivalries.
No doubt about it. And I think they also like the fact that they've got some guys stepping up and making plays consistently. It's one thing to do it off in non-conference play against weaker competition early in the year, but now that you're into the meat of your ACC schedule,
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Hauled that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
this guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll send the back in motion. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pocket breaking down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He'll try to slam it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair, and if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 2 to LSU. It's an outcome that holds. We'll have SEC fans buzzing all week, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Black Knights line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 2-minute timeout, they've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws to the back. makes the catch. It's Love. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Irish send out the punt unit. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. This drive will open from the 15. The give to the right. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll run play action, trying to get rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. The Black Knights need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit. The ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Back to pass, it's Coleman. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down and run. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Just about 30 seconds to go, and you want to score, but the last thing you need to do is give up a cheapie. Grab near the marker is Love. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. Inside the 20, stopped at the 19 as they try to get a score on the board before the half. They'll immediately call timeout. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Notre Dame has made the 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Pressure coming. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll run the option. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for room. It's Reed. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Black Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. After the run, now to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take.
Turning on the Jets. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. The Black Knights are flying down the field. Touch pass on the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Black Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To give to the big fullback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down to 42. The Black Knights will send out the punt unit. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. That's reeled in. It's Williams. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Passing game kept drive moving. Here's 1st down. On the ground, it's Love. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating the ball down the field. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Working well behind sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the back. On the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And the Black Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Takes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Benson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 60. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Goes to the option. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Under fire. And his first pass is incomplete. It's tough to come in and fire one early. The Black Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Gets the back moving. On third down, going up top. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the will line up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. From the gun, running back gets the give. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They'll try the run. Makes one man miss. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gonna run it. It's Price. Turning it on. Past the first down marker and still running. Touchdown Irish! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quickly to the tight end. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. The Black Knights come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Runs through the tackle. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And the Black Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. No fair catches here, looking for room. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. and this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. The give, and he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Looking downfield on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front, moving.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was...
And they got it. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you circled it. You were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason.